Water signs. You all do not know how excited I am to do your reading. How grateful I am that it's time for water sign readings again. I really stressed about it. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do individual or a collective water sign reading. I decided on a collective, and that's just mostly in the interest of my own time. I was thinking about it, and I don't normally do this, but I'm going to start, okay? I'm going to officially start begging y'all to like and subscribe, especially subscribe, but also like the video. That helps get it to other people, even if it doesn't resonate with you. Because if I could get monetized, you guys, I could actually maybe drop one of my jobs, which would give me more time to do this, which I would really prefer to be doing. If you could do that, that would be great. I mean, I have no choice but to work multiple jobs to make ends meet. I don't normally share, but I will share that I'm a single mom. I'm doing this all on my own, 100%. My daughter's father is actually a sociopathic narcissist. So he's out of our lives, which is the good part. But the bad part is that I'm a single mom doing this completely on my own, okay? So monetization would really help me out, you guys, if you would be so kind. But if not, no worries. We're going to do a modified Celtic cross for you today. So this is a collective water sign reading. I'm feeling, okay, this feels like Capricorn energy to me. So maybe some of you have a Capricorn in your life, or you have Capricorn in your chart. But I feel very worried. I feel very anxious. Like I feel anxiety and I feel worried. And I feel like the worry is spread out over multiple things. So it's making me feel a little bit like scattered. So that's just kind of what I wanted to say coming into your energy. The other thing I will say, I had a light go out. Okay, this is the light that I leave on in my living room, and it's on all the time. The light bulb has been holding strong for I don't know how long, like a year and a half at least, since I moved here. And before that, I mean, I brought it with that light bulb from my previous house. So I don't know how long this light bulb has been going strong. But anyway, the point is I leave the light bulb on every night, all day, all night, actually. And it finally burnt out last night, and I had to replace it. And it just kind of made me laugh because we are coming up on a full moon in Sagittarius and Cancer. Jupiter is about to move into your sign, which, I mean, to me, that's one of the best, maybe the best transits of the entire year. We love Jupiter in Cancer. Right now, the moon is in Scorpio. And of course, the North Node is in Pisces. So those are just a few things I wanted to stress right now. We have the moon in Scorpio, about to be full in Sagittarius. Cancer is about to have Jupiter enter. And it's a good time, okay? My point is, in all of this blabber, that things are about to get good. This is when things start to get good. I swear. I can't guarantee that it's for every single person, but I can say with confidence that it's probably every single water sign, okay? So let's get into it. Spirit, thank you. Okay. I was already shuffling before we began, so They know what I want. Let's get the foundation. Alrighty. Apparently this is going to be a 2-card day. Okay, recent past. Yeah, that came out while I was shuffling. Everything wants to come out now. Alright, recent past. Alright, what's the current? No, too many. Just one card, please. We can clarify if I need to. Current energy. Thank you so much. Yes, see? Wheel of Fortune. And the future energy, please. Love it. Okay, we are using the Naked Heart Tarot, by the way. Oh, the Naked Heart is at the bottom of the deck. That gives me an opportunity to share that card with you. Which I kind of saw in my mind's eye when I was... Like, I imagined this moment when I picked up the deck. So, yes. The Naked Heart card is at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, and the Strength card is underneath it. I love that. So the Naked Heart card is a special card in this deck. It's about connection, purpose, and your higher self. The message says, I radiate at a pure vibrational level, calling in all that I need at the time to stay in alignment with my path. The universe is highlighting my gifts and asking me to trust myself and my intuition. As I listen to what my heart needs, my natural essence comes forth to be nurtured, and I innately connect with my calling and purpose. Comparing myself to others does not serve me and will only knock me out of my flow. I was given the exact proportion of amazing, otherwise I would not exist. My path may not always feel easy, but it will feel right. When I shine bright, I am the spark to someone else's light, and I inspire others. I told you, there's something in here about light. There's an emphasis on light here. And I feel like that's important to mention. So, in the heart of the matter, we have the Page of Swords and the Movement of Pentacles. So this is... Okay, it's called, let me rephrase, the Innocence of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, and the Movement of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So, in the heart of the matter, we have two cards that are similar in energy to me. They can both be about overthinking, which is something I did trying to decide how I was going to approach the water signs this go around. Okay, so this can be overthinking, this can be over planning, this can be feeling like you need more information in order to move forward. Okay, and then the dark side of that is never moving forward, right? Like feeling like you're not ready. But I mean, I think the universal energy there is knowing that this is what's being called, right? This is what's being called for right now, is changes, a movement, learning something new, or going in a different direction. I do feel like moving and traveling could be highlighted for some of you at this time, but we won't dwell on that. So as I was saying, coming in, I do feel a little bit of anxiety. I do feel a little bit of overthinking and worrying and being a little scattered, which this energy could represent here. Okay, in the foundation, we have the Four of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be literally about moving, choosing between one house or another house, deciding, you know, where you want to make a home. And for others of you, this could just be figuring out what you need to do to sort of attain that stability, or balancing your time and energy while working towards some sort of accomplishment or achievement here. Okay, I do feel like most of you have a lot going on. like it's not just work stress for you, it's not just relationship stress for you. I feel like a lot of you are debating various or like all aspects of your life, right? This could be deciding whether or not to get engaged, whether or not to get married. Okay? But for most of you, I do feel like this is about balance. This is about deciding sort of, I feel like there's a directionality here where it's like you're deciding, how do I say? I'm seeing like, okay, this is like what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like someone trying to figure out where to put a plant, right? So that it gets the maximum amount of sunlight. Like that's what I'm seeing here. And the sunflowers are making me feel like that has something to do with it, like that's accurate. So it's like trying to position yourself where you are going to get the maximum benefit. I do feel like you're the plant, like you're positioning yourself, right? Like in this image that I'm seeing. And it's like, that's what I'm feeling off of this. If that makes any sense. Trying to figure out where your best light is, where you're going to get the maximum amount of sunlight that you need during the day in order to thrive. And oh my God, isn't that what the Naked Heart card kind of said? Anyway, it's all coming together and making sense. I hope it's making sense to you. We'll get more clarification as I move on. In the past, we had Judgment, right? So I feel like the position that a lot of you are in is that you have sort of reinvented yourself. You have become a new person. You've gone through a transition and you've been reborn. Like you've already done this, right? It's like you're becoming a new person, whether you realize it or not. An old you is dead. And the new you, I feel, is a little bit maybe stuck in analysis paralysis or overthinking type of energy of where to go next. And yes, that's what I feel like is going on here with the sun. Like trying to figure out where the sun is. Interesting. I mean, that can be tricky. That can be tricky because of like illusions, right? Oh, interesting. Yeah, so there's something about like a trick of the light. All right, because like I'm just having a one-way conversation with myself. Because there can be various different forms of light, right? We have fire, we have artificial light, we have sunlight. So it's like you're trying to figure out what's real, where the nourishing light is. Okay, interesting. We will pull an oracle at the end, okay? At least one oracle. In the current energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, exactly. For some of you, this is about searching for your destiny, trying to figure out where the path is, where to go. But for me, especially with the wings here, the Wheel of Fortune is also about divine intervention and you know, guidance from your angels, guidance from your ancestors. And I don't know, I'm getting emotional off of this card. Interesting. And there's bones here. Is this the only card with bones? Okay, well, then I'll tell you about the vision I had earlier, because I actually just forgot about it until now. So I was asking for guidance for you guys, and at first, oh my god, that's so interesting. I had no idea we were going to get here. At first, I saw like white fabric, and I thought it was a wedding dress, but it turned into a curtain. Like, so it zoomed out, and it was actually a curtain on a window. And then I also saw a bone. I want to say it was a femur, but I really don't know anything about that. It's just like what I heard. I don't know what this means, so I didn't mention it, and I just kind of put it out of my mind because I was like, I don't really know what that means, and I just kind of trust that it'll come back if it needs to. Anyway, that was what I saw. White, like white seemed to be important. The color white. Which is interesting because we're talking about light, white light. What's the significance of white light? I don't know. I don't have any easy way at the moment to look up the significance of white light, but that might be important. Is that like a pure light or something? I don't know. I wish I could be more clear. There's like these random things just come in. So then in the future, we have the Page of Pentacles. And I'm going to clarify this one. Spirit, can you clarify this Page of Pentacles in the future for the water signs, please? The Eight of Jars. Okay, I saw the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Swords. And the Sun. Three of Wands. Yes. So, a lot of 8 energy, which to me talks about the self. Okay, we did see the Strength card underneath the Naked Heart card. The Strength is 8 as well. This is a 4. Interesting. So it's like stability within the self. 4 and 8. 4. Sorry, this is where I go crazy. 10, 20. Yeah, I feel like you guys are like, some of you are completing something, like some kind of achievement. The Sun is here too. Underneath we have the Queen of Wands and then the Sun underneath that. So a lot of fire energy. And the Emperor. Yeah, a lot of fire energy. I definitely feel like a lot of you are completing something. Okay, this could be something concrete, or this could be some sort of spiritual lesson, right? Some sort of spiritual challenge. I'm hearing toil. But challenge is what I want to say. And yeah, I mean, I feel like this is, I feel like I said this for somebody else. I don't remember who it was. It must have been one of the earth signs, I guess. But it's like, Page of Pentacles are Let's reel it in. Page of Pentacles can be an energy of starting something new, learning something new, right? Like it's a childlike energy that I'm feeling a sense of, like, how do I describe this? It's like wonder, curiosity, right? Page of Swords is curious too. So I'm trying to hone in on what I'm feeling here off of this card. But it's a sense of renewal, a sense of excitement, a sense of, it's kind of like all the pages. I'm feeling like this is like all the pages combined into one, I guess. It's definitely like a little kid type of excitement, right? And innocence. It says right on the card, innocence. So, but it's not an ignorance, right? Because I feel like most of you, I feel, are like learning something. You're achieving something. You're having perhaps a light bulb moment where things are coming together, okay? And this could very well be coming up like in the near future with all these different astrological transits that we have coming up, right? Where it's like, it's the sun. I mean, the sun is right here. It's like the light is being shown, okay, on areas where you were settling or you were locked in or you were stuck, right? Like, for some of you, this is healing from people specifically who kept you in a settling mindset, who kept you in a trapped mindset, like who I think it's so interesting that I mentioned my daughter's father at the beginning of this reading, because this is like this is reflective of that. I used to always say that he had a problem for every solution, right? Like, I'm very much a problem solver. I'm very much a dreamer. I'm very much a visionary, right? Like, I'm a Pisces. So I have these big dreams and I have these big goals and ideas. And the worst thing, right? Like, the worst kind of person I feel is somebody who is always telling you that you can't, right? A can't person. We can't. I can't. You can't. Right? Always coming up with obstacles that don't actually even exist, really. Not, you know, the obstacles aren't any more real than the impossibility of the dream is. Right? I don't know if that makes sense. I don't even know what I'm saying. But that's the energy I'm feeling here. Is like a person who had an excuse for everything to try to make you small, to try to keep you settling, to try to keep you down, to try to keep you from envisioning something good in your life, to try to block your blessings, right? And the sun is being shown on this, okay? Whether this is in your own mind or on a public stage or something, like the truth is coming to light, I feel. And most importantly, you are becoming aware of your own independence and your own magic, separate from this, separate from things that hold you back and block you, that blindfold you to the potential that you have of your dreams, right? Of what you can create. Because the Page of Pentacles, let's not forget, is earth energy. Okay, so this is like real world. This is like creating stuff. Creating a dream. Your vision. Making it real. Putting it into reality. And I feel like I feel like this is way bigger for many of you than the cards I see here. Although we do have Judgment, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. But I'm feeling very emotional. I'm going to move on to your Oracle, okay, guys? I think that's about all I have to say about that. It's really beautiful. I mean, we're ending with the Sun at the bottom of both decks here. It's beautiful. Let's get an Oracle. Sorry, I literally have been crying a little bit. My nose is running, which is partly allergies. Oh. Okay. That came out really, really quickly. Oak. Number 27. It says, don't just look within, dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. Let's see what the book says. Excuse me. Speaking of allergies, I'm getting a little bit scratchy. Okay. Can you see that? Is there a window reflection there? That's better if I can hold it steady. Wisdom isn't a static thing. It evolves, changes, and adapts as you learn new ways of knowing. Before you can be wise, you must be willing to accept that you don't have all the answers. Oak is here to change your perspective. Like an old wise grandfather, Oak guides you to evaluate your beliefs to see if anything is out of alignment with who you are today. Perhaps what you knew to be true is now directly opposite from what you currently believe, or perhaps who you thought you were supposed to be when you were younger is now completely different from who you actually are. Just like wisdom, your goals will evolve as time goes on. Some goals will be left behind, while others will morph into something else entirely. It's important to regularly check back in with where you are to make sure you are still situated on the most illuminated path. If you're confused about your next steps, Oak reminds you to reach out to the unseen support all around you. Commune with nature, the spirits in the universe, and ask them to guide you. Yeah. I mean, it's basically, I can summarize that down to these three cards, right? Judgment in the past, exactly. You put part of yourself to rest and you woke up somebody new, and it's like, I feel like you're playing catch up for sure. Wheel of Fortune, finding your path, finding your destiny. And didn't I say there are guides, like guidance, illuminating it for you. Page of Pentacles, being willing to learn. I don't sense interesting. I don't sense any arrogance in this reading. However, when I was shuffling before I turned on the camera, I did see the King of Swords, which can indicate that for me, like someone who thinks they know everything, but is actually a fool for believing that, right? And when you think you know everything, you can't actually learn anything new. So I don't get a sense of that, but be honest, if it applies to you, check that, right? But yes, Page of Pentacles, open to new experiences, opening to learning something new, knows that they are merely a child on this journey, on this adventure, on the path right now, right? And we regularly cycle through mastery and discovery, right? Does that make sense? I love you guys so much. I will see you soon.